have seen in last few years is like, e-commerce, how it started was something which is an investor-based industry where investor is putting money and they are just looking at numbers. And the way we started was itself was, just give away discounts and just acquire customers. But at what cost was so high that around 1,000, 1,500 cost of acquisition. And again, there is no loyalty as such in e-commerce because the moment you click or you just do an alt tab, you know the next site selling at what price. Whereas it's so difficult to do it in a store environment where you come in with your family and it's not so easy for you to know the LG TV that you're buying is of this price and how much Reliance must be selling or a Trent must be selling. So it's all about the experience and you sell it. But when it comes to online, the loyalty is very difficult. So we spent a lot to get customers online, whereas we never knew that they are going to be a loyal customers to us because after a couple of years, someone else is coming with a huge discount. He can just, buy it from there. So as a model, if you have your portfolio of product, which is majorly driven by electronics, then I don't think it'll be easy for that company to survive because if earlier we used to sell 80% electronics, 20% non-electronics, it was not a proper mix to sell because your electronics is hardly, less than 5% margin. So with this mix and you have around 12 to 15% supply chain and a huge customer acquisition cost plus a payment cost plus chargeback and all these, what is there in e-commerce as such. And again, there is a technology which is very different in e-commerce than the retail. Like in retail, you just need a shop and a merchandise to sell. But in e-commerce, you need a CTO who plays a role bigger than the CEO because the CEO cannot sell unless CTO says, yeah, it's possible. So
I thought CFO was, okay.
CFO also I don't think the first question is always to CTO, okay, can we do this? And after that, okay, the CEO says, okay, let me think how to do, and the CFO, okay, let me arrange funds for it. But the first question is CTO says, yeah, I can arrange this online for you, a platform kind of a thing. That's the basic challenge in e-commerce currently, what I've seen. So if you have a right mix of product, which gives you around 20% plus margin, then I think having a break even in a couple of years or say 3 years down the line is what I see in e-commerce. But I don't think the right model is to have a huge customer acquisition cost because it's difficult to have loyal customer in e-commerce. At least that's what I see.
Well, I'm beginning to see some beginnings of a debate, hopefully, as we get to the next round about offline versus online as a standalone model versus an embedded model and an inventory-based model versus a services-based model. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit more debate around it. I think this profitability is kind of become a big challenge. And as we were discussing earlier, I guess there are only two significant players in India who kind of provide goods almost for free. So one are political parties, other one are basically e-commerce retailers, right? So
I think in offline, people maybe after 10, 15 years, they have thought okay, it's not just the top line. It's very important to have a positive bottom line. That is what will help you to grow and to have a valuation. I don't think in e-commerce we want to go through that phase of 15 years and then realizing, okay, bottom line important hai bhai, top line nahi. So I think in 2-3 years we have realized, I think bottom line is very important. The investors will not keep you funding forever only with the mad numbers of customer acquisition. I think what is important is to have a strong bottom line.